A woman who spent £17,000 treating her motor neurone disease at a clinic in China says had she not made the trip, she would have died. Carol Bell was diagnosed last December and the disease quickly limited her ability to perform even basic tasks. But the treatment, which uses stem cells, isn't approved here. Alex Dunlop reports.
A simple toothbrush stimulates Carol's facial nerves back home from a trip to China, which could have killed her. But she says it was worth it.
Lift your foot up for me, Mum. Lift your leg up. That's it.
4 months ago, Carol had no feeling down her left side. She couldn't walk and could barely communicate. Now, with her daughter's help, she can feed herself, walk unaided and communicate by writing on a board.
She had nothing to lose, basically. If she stayed here, she was going to die. The disease is terminal, as we know, but she wanted to give herself and other people hope. She weren't ready to give up, were you, Mum? You decided, whatever they said, she was ready to give this a chance.
At a hospital in Beijing, a team led by Dr. Li Wu gave Carol 3 doses of stem cell treatment over a fortnight, together with intensive physiotherapy. Within days, she felt better.
You've got feeling back in your arm?
Yeah, and her fingers. If you touch her hand, you can feel circulation's improved.
So it really has made a big difference?
Yeah.
MND affects around 5,000 adults in the UK. It attacks the nervous system, leaving people unable to move, talk and eventually breathe. It kills around 30% of people within a year of diagnosis, and there is no cure. While some die within weeks, others, like Professor Stephen Hawking in Cambridge, is still alive half a century after he was first diagnosed. This could be the best hope for a cure. Stem cells derived from a single human embryo and grown into an endless supply of nerve cells. Clinical trials are underway in the hope that they can repair damaged nerves. In animal trials, paralyzed rats regain some movement. But it's a therapy in its infancy. Experts urge caution.
There is no cure, so at the end of the day, it's not false hope because there is no cure, but it's something that may enable somebody to have a better quality of life. There you go.
By her own admission, Carol is a stubborn lady, and that grit has guaranteed her a better quality of life for who knows how long. And for others who live with this disease, her message is writ large. Alex Dunlop, BBC Look East, Helsdon in Norfolk.
Well, the Motor Neurone Disease Association is based in Northamptonshire. This afternoon, I spoke to its Director of Research, Brian Dickey. I asked him about Carol's case and what others with MND might draw from it.
Yes, it's wonderful that Carol feels she's getting some benefit from this treatment, but I would urge some caution because stem cell treatments are untested and the disease itself can be incredibly variable. We have Professor Stephen Hawking in Cambridge, who's a classic example of how variable that disease can be.
You, I'm sure, can understand that because there is no cure for MND at the moment, people with it might really latch onto anything that shows any sign of improvement.
Whenever somebody is diagnosed with motor neuron disease, of course, they look around for treatments because at the moment the treatments that the NHS can provide are unfortunately few and far between. But we do have to be very careful because there are treatments out there that may not work at all. There are treatments that could potentially be damaging as well, that could even innocuous things that could interfere with treatments that are currently being provided by the medical services.
There are trials being done on stem cells, so obviously there is some thought that it could make a difference.
There are a couple of trials that are going on, small trials in the United States and Israel. At the moment, all we can say is that they don't appear to be doing any harm, but it's too early to say if they're actually providing any long-term benefit.
Obviously, if someone has MND and watching this tonight, what would you say to them about the progress that is being made?
There's more research going on now than at any other time. We're starting to understand this disease, and to quote the analogy, you have to understand your enemy to defeat him. We're starting to begin to turn that knowledge into new approaches to treatment, but it is a long, slow process, but the train is heading in the right direction and it's picking up speed.
Brian Dickey, thank you very much.
Thank you.